Okay, so off camera for the last, well, yesterday I've been waiting for the MIG wire. Finally got it at the end of the day, so I got an hour or two in just to start getting the filler neck all working all right. So as you can see in there, I used, if we can get it to focus, probably not though. No, that's the wrong way. Somewhere in there you can see the Daihatsu filler neck in there and the filler flap hole. I quite literally just cut it out of the the truck's back half and just welded it in behind. It's finished off quite nicely now. I'm just waiting for a bit of pipe now, because where the filler neck is, there's obviously a bit of a gap there. So I'm waiting for some 4-inch exhaust pipe I can weld onto it and get it so it's sealed, and that'll be problem solved then, because then that goes in there and down there and problem solved. Anyway, yeah, so this is how the thing's going. I've literally just welded that on. You can see the heat in it. I'm about to now weld in this little bar in here to fill in this gap, and then that gives me something for the wheel arch to weld to then. Right, thought I'd better just show what's happening here. So I've got them just to cut the plates out pre-built to a rectangle size there. I think that was 22 inches long. The one over there is 9 inches long. I have to just cut that little segment out for the tyres there, just so that they actually sit flat when you weld them in. And once that's done, then you can somewhat, yeah, you can see that line that's up there, that hexagon, well not hexagon, but that line anyway, you can see that that's where the wheel arch will be, like the other side is now. I don't know if I can lean over there, but we'll see if we can. Yeah, as you can see over here, this side is now finished. Wheel arch in. Yeah, I've had to move the truck over, so I've got no room up this side. I even had to climb out the window just to get out. Yeah, so I got the room over there. But you know, the wheel arch and everything is working nicely over here now. Looks just the same as what it looked on the other one. There's pictures. Yeah, there ain't much more I can really show you. We're trying to work out how to finish this back piece off. It'll probably be the same as the F77. Main issue, we want to keep the tow bar, so we've got to try and fold the steel in a way that works. If it don't work, I can always cut it off here and just weld a flat piece that goes straight across to the other side in that same position. That'll then finish off the bottom and end up behind the tow bar and give you maximum angle. But we're going to work out the angles of that later on. But yeah, this is this side anyway. It looks like nothing, but in about an hour it'll be pretty much done then. Yeah. Forgot to show it, yeah, so you also weld a bit of inch bar in there. I mean, the wheel arch is made out of inch bar. But so instead of, like I did with the F77, I got them to cut that whole piece along there in one panel, and then I cut the hex out. It was great for finishing it off, but when it come down to it, it makes no difference whether or not you do it like this or like that, because you're not ever going to see that, because there's going to be an arch over the top. So instead of doing that, and also it lets you do it in 2 sheets instead of having to cut into a 3rd sheet, by keeping them as small as you can. Like this can be right down to here if you wanted to, just to save on a little bit more steel, and then the same to the other end of just there. Yeah, so you just do that, and it keeps it down to 2 sheets instead of cutting into a 3rd sheet then. you. Oh, I've got more room now. Not bad. Okay, so this was first time cut. I'm quite happy. As you can see, like I said before, this time I've actually got a light. I need a bit of exhaust pipe like that, 4-inch. It turns out exactly 4-inch is absolutely is absolutely spot on, that it welds in absolutely cock on, like it is the exact size. I got a bit of filling to do when it comes to welding in there, but yeah, I'll be able to clean that up and weld that. And then if you ever need to remove it, which I don't see a reason to, you can just undo those screws. I'll obviously disconnect the diesel hose just as a precaution, so no sparks or anything goes inside the tank, and then that's that bit done. There we go, that's that bit done. Don't look very nice. I've painted it, and after painting it, I'm not sure why I did, but I did. There's obviously a little bit of paint mist in there, but that's alright. Yeah, but that's that bit done. Obviously the filler flap, I don't know where the hell I put it. Oh, there it is. There. Yeah, so that's the, oh, and there's that socket I lost. Yeah, so that'll bolt on, and then that's the filler flap done then. As you can see under here, that's now all welded up nicely. So yeah, that's a filler flap. Filler neck, whatever you want to call it. I've got to work out how to get these up out the way, because obviously they're for the breather system. I'm going to have to try and put the breather system up inside there somewhere out the way. In here somewhere. I should have done it before I welded all the back up, but it doesn't matter, I can still work with it. I can weld it on afterwards anyway, because I know just to keep it out the way. Like those pipes will, yeah, they'll miss there. Because obviously you need the breather system in here, because otherwise the tank expands or creates a vacuum, sorry, one or the other, and it will cause issues with the running of the engine. So it's better off just yeah, making that work. I got the rest of the system over there somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that bit. Yeah, I also earlier on welded that bit up. So obviously now it can use, now the tow hitch actually works and is functional on this truck. Unlike my F77 where I've never bothered to fit one. I got no reason to be towing with it, so it looks a bit funny without one, but I got used to it now. And the only thing I didn't video was me building the bulkhead, not bulkhead. Ladder rack, I think is the correct term. Even though I wouldn't want to put a ladder on there, there's no support for it. But yeah, just built that up. Nothing special. It's not much different than the F77 one. I never recorded that one either. But yeah, that's in. I'm not sure what else to say really now, because we're sort of just mumbling. Yeah, so the number plate will have to go up there somewhere as well, because there's just no room to put it down here. I would like it on the plate that's in there, but it's just too far under that it becomes an issue if someone, you know, you can't see it until you're well behind it. So it'll only be an issue. So I'll have to put it up there so it's very visible. Yeah, so soon the next process will be building the sides. So I'll start measuring up tonight, and tomorrow we can get some box section and start making these sides up. Oh, right. I'll probably put this in the same video as what I've been trying to put up, I just haven't had time to edit it. I've had no time to video this, I've just been flat out trying to get it finished. But the sides are on it now. Quite a simple setup, just very, very time consuming. But yeah, it's just 50mm box section to make the uprights all the way around. And just a 2x1 inch box to go around the top, just as a nice perimeter. Yeah, and then just 2mm sheet around the outside. So luckily I've been able to do this out of what I have left out of the second sheet of steel. Well, in fact, third sheet actually, I think. Yeah, third, somewhere around there, it don't matter. The worst bit is probably just trying to get this angle right here. I've had to fold that, because as you can see there, that line isn't the same as that one, so I've had to put a crease in there just right, so it sort of just makes it look fancy. But yeah, we're looking good. Tailgate's on. That drops down lovely now. Yeah, so it's now sealed up. Well, it's not sealed, there's more to do, but the majority of the welding's finished now, which I'm happy to say. There might be a little bit more, and then I got to spend a day just grinding all the welds so that there's obviously no sharp edges and it looks tidier. But I'll put some silicone around the outside, just around the seams, you know, around all those seams down there and along there and along there and wherever else, just so it looks nicer. And yeah, most of the welding's done. There's 2 more bits of welding to do, one of which is the panel that goes in the front there, so all the shit doesn't go on the cab. Yeah, do apologise for not videoing it, but the time lapses aren't that interesting. But yeah, it's not that difficult. Literally, the rest of the bed's all there. I've already shown you building that. It's literally just a load of box section ran up and some sheet on it. Nothing special. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're all doing well and jobs are good.